Hi students and parents, my name is Mrs. Semi Tekalos. I'm a third grade teacher. We are going to be creating videos this year for you to support you and your child and their learning at home. So the first video we wanted to create for you was about our first math concept that we started today, which is rounding. We started with rounding to the nearest 10, and later on this week we'll be doing rounding to the nearest 100. Here's a really helpful phrase that we used with students this week when talking about rounding to the nearest 10. The most important thing is looking at the ones place. So students were able to practice their understanding from second grade, knowing that this is the tens place and this is the ones place. And whenever we're rounding, we're looking at that ones place. So the helpful reminder is 5 or above in the ones place, we give it a shove. 4 or below in the ones place, we let it go and we round down. Okay, so the first thing we need to think about is the two tens that it's between once we think about that. So we have 30 and 40. And we know 5 or above, we give it a shove, so we're going to be rounding to 40. We also can use a number line to help visualize what number or what 10 it's closest to. So if we have the number 12, we know that 12 is between the two tens, 10 and 20. And if we place 12 or highlight it on the number line, we can see 12 is only 2 away from 10, whereas it's 8 away from 20. And so we can see that for 12, 4 below, let it go, we round down, and the nearest 10 is 10. Tonight you might see on the homework some practice problems for rounding to the nearest 10. The first side is going to be with rounding to the nearest 10 on a number line. So the direction says find 16 on the number line and label it. So we have the two tens that it's between, and then we have the 15 in the middle. So we're going to know that, okay, 15 and 16. And we can count to see how far away to see which 10 it's closest to. So we have 16 is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from 20. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from 10. And we want to see which 10 it's closest to. So 16 is closest to 20. We also know by looking in the ones place, 6 is above 5, 5 or above, give it a shove, we round it up to 20. So is 16 closer to 10 or 20? 20, therefore 16 is rounded to the nearest 10, and the answer is 20. On the back side, you will see rounding to the nearest 10 without the number line, but looking at the two tens that it's between. So for each problem, you're going to need to think about the two tens. So 84 is between 80 and 90, and then we look in the ones place. 4 or below, let it go, it's closer to 80, so we're gonna round it down. The next one is 47. It's between 40 and 50. Looking at the ones place, I see 7 is above 5. 5 or above, give it a shove, we're gonna round it up because it is closer to 50. I hope that this was helpful for you in helping your children with rounding at home. Thanks.